As an adolescent, you have to understand that you are constantly given choices. You have to make decisions every single instant of the day, including when to eat, dress, and go to bed.
Your sense of what should and should not be done influences all of these choices, which all add to who you are as a person. However, there are other, more significant decisions that you must make from the possibilities in front of you.
And choosing the right career based on specific concepts and goals is one of these bigger decisions you have to equip yourself for.
Now that you already have a full grasp in planning your career and making informed decisions, you are now ready to explore career options further.
Today, we will talk about career options based on career development concepts and personal life goals.
Before going through this lesson, you may fill out the employment form provided.
After going through this lesson, you are expected to identify career options based on different factors, career development concepts, and personal life goals.
At the very onset of K-12 curriculum, the Department of Education provided career pathways that secondary students might pursue as a strategy for them on their planned careers. According to an enclosure in DepEd Memorandum number 149, series of 2011, the following are the career pathways.
Science, Technology or Engineering and Science Education Program. Special Program in Journalism. Technology and Livelihood Education. Home Economics. Industrial Arts. Information and Communication and Technology. Agriculture and Fishery. Special Program in Sports. Special Program in the Arts, and Special Program in Foreign Languages.
When selecting how to behave to achieve your personal goals, there are various factors that influence each individual. Even if everyone has distinct ambitions, there are common ideas and many more considerations that you need to keep in mind when it comes to career development in order to make the best career choice possible.
One of the career development concepts is Albert Bandura's social cognitive theory. It elaborates self-efficacy, an individual's characteristic where a person performs in a certain level of work according to his or her confidence to accomplish a task. This confidence is an outcome of someone's past activities, experiences, and accomplishments where he or she develops a certain level of performance.
It is important to realize that both the employer and the employees need to capitalize on the confidence of individuals to have better relationships with one another and to perform well on their respective careers. The model shows the three main factors that influence behavior and behavioral choices. In this view, people are active agents who can both influence and are influenced by their environment. This theory suggests that we learn behaviors by observing others and choosing which to imitate. Let us use your parents as an example. If they observe your efforts and challenges in school and support you by offering you advice and motivating you, this positive energy and verbal support will increase your self-efficacy and confidence, which will lead to better outcome.
The next one is Super's career development theory. Donald Super's theory postulates that a person undergoes several stages in career development, synthesizing into 5 super outlines, 5 developmental stages that occur in the career development of an individual. This theory explains that occupational preferences and competencies, along with an individual's life situations, all change with time and experiences, from growth the development of self-concept to disengagement or retirement of an individual.
Growth, around 4 to 13. Children develop their wants, capacities, behaviors, socialization skills, and general view of the world. If you are at this age, you keep on developing your skills and interests, and you are getting more conscious about your performance in school. Your greatest achievement at this stage is to have an honor.
Exploration, 14 to 24. People try to find themselves in the world through identifying their hobbies, groups, and experiences. In this stage, they identify tentative choices until they reach their permanent occupation. For example, Students in senior high school are now submitting applications to their colleges of their choice since they already know what courses to take. And with the use of senior high school strengths, students were able to assess their strengths and weaknesses as well as their cognitive and interest capacities to determine which course they would fit in.
Establishment. Ages 25 to 44. Individuals are set to their appropriate positions but still strive for advancement. Example: you recently started working and you're doing your best to secure a position in the company by adjusting to its needs and carrying out job duties satisfactorily. Additionally, you are producing and submitting high-quality work on time, while building solid relationships with your co-workers, making it simple for you to advance to positions with higher responsibility.
Maintenance 45 to 65. People proceed to continual adjustments, challenging themselves to explore to better grounds. They try to update their competencies and innovate ways by which they can approach their field of work. As humans gain their accomplishments during this stage, employees update their competencies and come up with creative ways to carry out their daily task. They also try to find new challenges, however, there is typically not much innovation during this time.
Disengagement over 65. People start to disengage themselves from the workforce. They concentrate on retirement planning and retirement living. Despite having enough resources, you'll have already accomplished and shown all that was possible. Everything has a conclusion, and at this point, you've done and demonstrated you are capable of doing, and are equipped to perform. As you start this new life, your present focus will be on your family.
Lastly is Holland's theory of vocational choice. This theory, proposed by John L. Holland, emphasizes the connection between personality and the workplace. The theory of vocational personalities in work environment essentially states that a person seeks out an environment that is in line with his or her personality, personal traits, and work view. The theory explicitly states that the more closely a person's personal orientation is related to their chosen career, the more satisfactory and consistent their performance will be. For example, if you are an extrovert or an outgoing, overtly expressive person, you typically thrive and are more motivated when working in busy, loud environments. On the other hand, if you are an introvert, you love being in a quiet environment to get work done with little interactions from other people.
Career development factors. An individual may be intrinsically or extrinsically motivated depending upon the strength of influences, numerous factors found on him or her. Although there are more specific factors available in different books, the Department of Education classified these factors into three.
First is personal. The development of students' career is greatly influenced by their individual preferences and character traits. His or her self-evaluation influences personal decision-making, such as deciding on a career. What is your self-perception and how do you assess yourself? Your self-evaluation is evidently positive and satisfactory if you are thinking in a holistic and positive manner. However, if you look down on yourself, believing that you are incapable of doing things and have no accomplishments, your self-evaluation is poor, influencing your career decisions.
Second is academic. As students' competencies are challenged and honed, experiences in the academic institution also play a role in career development. By critically examining their academic performances, students develop a significant sense of self-evaluation, hence choose and develop a career they believe is best for them by clearly identifying their strengths and weaknesses. It is always advised to study hard and achieve high academic performance because the competencies, knowledge, skills provided by the teachers in the educational platform will be useful in the workplace someday.
Third is familial. Since humans are social in nature and that people are at times influenced by their surroundings, leaning to a certain career path may be affected by familial factors. Having that said so, some students may anchor their decisions with the environment where they grew up or where they are exposed to. Many students develop an idealized view of their parents' fields of work. In family-owned business, where parents expect their children to take over the business, parents may unintentionally or intentionally push their child in a certain direction. Additionally, if your parents have financial struggles, you might decide to pursue a different career path that will help you afford college and pay well in the long run.
Other factors, work values, serve as a factor in choosing a career path and achieving your personal goals. Work values are your principles and ideas that are related to your career.
Personality types are also factors to consider in identifying career options. One of the ways to identify your personality is by using the ENFP personality type code. These mean the following.
Extroversion. Motivation comes from the outside and you're fond of interactions.
Intuition. Possibilities in the future are given heavy considerations because you can sense pieces of evidence more than the five senses can provide you.
Feeling. Decisions are accounted for by consulting your feelings and values.
Perceiving. Planning is not considered because you take spontaneity and flexibility as your strongest edge.
It is important to take your passions into account while choosing a career. You must make sure that your profession choice is targeted toward your interests, in order for the workload to be lighter and even pleasurable, because it is difficult to thrive in a job you're not enthusiastic about.
Lastly, aptitudes. You may have more options to fit yourself into your profession choice if you can accurately determine your aptitudes. Since no pair of shoes fits all feet, you must consider whether your aptitude matches the requirements of your profession choice or whether your career choice matches your aptitudes.
The long list of factors in choosing a career may increase the precision of recognizing the appropriate one for you. That said, a wrong career choice may lead to certain complications that may impede someone's growth, leading to compromising the welfare of the whole company.
The following are the three major effects of job discontent.
Loss of motivation, lack of interest, or frustration. An individual may lose the zest and enthusiasm in working when he or she feels that the career culture where he or she is into is not where she should be.
Poor productivity or absenteeism. As a challenging effect of wrong career choice, a person may partially or waste time and money as he or she may not want to perform in the career any longer.
High turnover rates. When a company has failed to assess its employees and motivate them in such a way that they would individually contribute for the growth of the institution, employees resigning one by one may eventually result to higher turnover rates.
If you wish to become worthwhile in your personal and career life, you must become worthwhile in your own self-development.
Choosing the right path is never easy. It's a decision we make with only our hearts to guide us.
Every career is difficult, but if you love what you do, you will never have to go to work. Because the first thing to do to become successful is to fall in love with your work. I am Lamason.
And I am Desierdo,
Helping you choose a better career for your future to be clear.